Hey everybody, my name is 68 here with some of this Danganronpa. That's exactly the game we're playing. So last time we got all kidnapped and stuff by Kokichi / Gonta and had to look at each other's videos, except psych, because Robo Makoto Majodo was able to stop it from happening because of stuff. Anyways, now Himiko's got a magic show or something, and Kaito is dead, maybe, question mark? Like, they're giving a bajillion death flags for him, but I'm almost more convinced at this point that they're just trying to screw with me, because it seems like he's not dead, so they're gonna kill off someone else? I don't know. Oh yeah, I've been playing a lot of Hearthstone recently because of the new Kobolds and Catacombs expansion. The fucking dungeon run is so great. It's like single player arena, which means when you lose and your opponent gets really good luck, you don't get nearly as salty because you're like, it's not a human player that beat you, so you shouldn't be getting as mad about it. If it's a human player, then fuck them, fuck the humans. But the computers, they're cool. If you lose to a computer, then if anything, you should feel like, wow, good job, programmers. You made the AI decently good, or just gave them overpowered cards. But whatever. That's the whole thing, though, because it's a single-player thing and not like PvP, like Arena. You can actually get overpowered cards, and I love it. Anyways, so right now we're playing Danganronpa. What's up, Himiko? Let's do this magic show. That was a rhyme. Ha 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 ha.
Could it be?
Are you a bit nervous? Just a little bit. I mean, not as much as when I was, like, shaking vehemently earlier, but yeah. Certainly doesn't look like just a little bit. The magic I'll be performing today is the extreme water magic, underwater escape art, act, art, whatever, same difference. I mean, are you confident you can do it? This sounds like a risky thing that could wind up with you getting killed. I mean, if she dies, everyone's gonna have to blame her death on Anji, right? So, I don't know. Which I guess would obviously mean that Anji isn't the killer, but I don't think she's gonna die, because Kaito's obviously gonna die, right? I don't fucking know. I've never successfully cast it before. It's pretty difficult, so I'm a little nervous. So, what happens if you start to drown and shit? Like, at what point should we be like, should we know the difference between, oh, it's a trick, and like, oh, it's part of the trick, and oh, it's not, because generally, professional magic shows, they'll, well, not always, but some of the time they'll pretend like something went seriously wrong, and they'll be like, aha, it was fine all along! So I feel like you need a safe word, so that we hear it, we know for really reals that you need help, but meh. Huh? Never cast it before? In order to raise the stakes, there's a time limit, and what happens when the time limit runs out? If no escape from the tank within the time limit, piranhas will be dropped in. That sounds terrible! Are they real piranhas? I'll be pured. Pured? Pured of not having piranhas in your system? Huh? Pured? Pureed? What? Looking a little dangerous. Is that a word I just don't know? Water is cloudy, so I can't see very clearly. Now that I see it a little closer, it still looks like Makuhita fish is what it looks like from here, but I do see fish swimming around. Those are all piranha, huh? Don't look like normal piranha. Super duper piranha. Those piranha were in my research lab. Anji said we should use them for the show. If they're in the research lab, maybe they're like, well, if Monkuo put them there, maybe they're super evil, magic, deadly piranha, but otherwise, maybe they're like special fake piranha that don't actually attack you or something. I don't know.
No.
Wait, piranhas are way too dangerous. Tenko.
Himiko!
Please reconsider. They're piranhas. They're nothing like lasagna. What does piranhas have to do with lasagna?
With my magic.
No need to worry. I'll instantly kill all the piranhas with my magic. As long as they're not bugs, I guess it's okay. But if they have any, like, ancestors that are bugs, you are in trouble.
Huh?
You gonna kill them? I thought this was an escape trick. Himiko, are you serious? Ellipses? There's no way I can stop now since Atua is watching the show and all. You're really suckered into this Atua thing, huh?
No!
No such thing as Atua. Anji's brainwashed you. Oh, actually, I was thinking about this off screen because I had a weekend. I was thinking, who do I think the final team will be roughly? In Danganronpa 1, it had 6 characters at the end. Danganronpa 2 had 5. So, mathematics being equal, this game is likely to have 7 or 4, unless we're gonna go back to 5 or 6. I don't know. But so I went into the assumption: what if we have 7 characters at the end? Who do I think exactly the 7 people will be? So I thought about it, and I thought, okay, Shuichi, yes. And then it was like, okay, Samugi. And also another thing, Danganronpa 1, it was an even ratio from male to female. Danganronpa 2, the males outweighed the females. So I'm thinking Danganronpa 3, females are going to outweigh the males. So with that in mind, 7 people, 4 females, 3 males. This is what my rough conclusion is based on archetypes and stuff. This could be completely wrong. Part of me hopes it's wrong, because one of the characters I think is going to live to the end is Tenko, honestly. From past history and stuff like that, someone like Tenko probably would live to the end. But, so yeah, it would be like Shuichi, Tenko, Samugi, Karumi, because she's starting to seem kind of sort of like the sidekick character, so I could see that being a thing. And then after that, I could see this going a couple ways. Either Himiko, because of the stalker or stalky thing, which has been going on for the past couple games, you know, Sotokan, Sanya, Byakuya, Toko, or alternatively, they could have, they could have Anji and have like an Anji Tenko at odds thing, like they both lost their precious Himiko, but who is she more precious to? Or I could see Miyu living to the end. And then on the guy's side, aside from Shuichi, I'd go with Ryoma, just because we've had the Death Seeker type before, and the Death Seeker has always died, so maybe in this game the Death Seeker won't die. And the other one is either A, Kaito, if they're screwing with me like crazy, and they really are just screwing with me and Kaito doesn't die here, then I could see him maybe living to the end. If he does die though, then I'm gonna say Kibo. There's my prediction. Rough prediction based on just everything of who I think the final characters will be, roughly. Anyways, so everybody else is gonna die. What? No. Anji's brainwashed you. Although, I'm now realizing, that's right. Oh yeah, Maki. Maki's the only female who I'm pretty convinced she's gonna die. She might not. She could live to the end. I don't know. Anyone could, but I'm just, you know, based on stereotypes and stuff. Anyways, Anji's brainwashed you.
What was that?
You don't believe in my magic? Well, I can do it. I'm a skilled young girl, 'cause I'm a mage. She psyched herself up and headed straight to the water tank. Ellipses. Uh-oh. Getting serious. Of course I believe in your magic. You're my precious friend. Precious friend. Or precious Zugaduga Wooga Wooga. I want to say Bow Chicka Wow Wow, but that's, I feel like when I say that, I'm implying a relationship that I enjoy. So in this case, it'd be a relationship I don't really enjoy. So I'm gonna say Zugaduga Wooga Dooga. Sure, that's the new Bow Chicka Wow Wow, but when I mean it towards a relationship I'm not a huge fan of. Tenko. Zugaduga Wooga Dooga. Copyrighted, don't steal.
Yoo-hoo!
Ready, Himiko? Did you say your prayers and use the bathroom? I hope she didn't say her prayers. I mean, I guess you just say prayers in general because of Atua, but, you know. I said my prayers and I went pee. Did you go poo-poo? Because, you know, going pee in the tank you can probably hide that, but going poo-poo, you can't hide that. Let's get the show started. Starting already? Not everyone's here yet. Like, yeah, for example, Kaito. Is he dead? I mean, god fucking damn. Maki, Kokichi, Ryoma, and Kaito aren't here. Uh-huh. Maki's probably by his room. Kokichi's being a little shit. Ryoma, who knows the fuck. Kaito, though, is very suspicious. I thought he'd be here for sure. Wonder if something happened.
Thank you, Atua, for being with us today.
Everybody thank God for Atua. Usually it's thank God for Jim Sterling, but in this case, or no, because Atua is a god. So, wait a second. Thank Atua for Jim Sterling. Okay, what?
Boo! Boo!
No, it's okay. Order of operations. You know how it works. The oop arts. What?
Yeah, ha 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 ha! I present to you the mysterious, the miraculous, the amazing Himiko!
Actually, if you say order of operations, it's just O-O-O, which is just ooh. But if you use the P from operations at the end, it's like oop. So it's almost like you're saying oops because you used one too many O, but you're like oop arts.
The magic I will perform today is the extreme water magic.
Oh shit. Tsunami no jutsu.
Underwater escape act.
Should go escape art no jutsu. Just add no jutsu to the end. It'll make you sound more confident. And maybe it'll actually make you more confident.
If you would please turn your attention to the water tank in front of you.
Oh, it's turned.
When the timer above the stage starts, Himiko will enter the water tank. Once she's in the tank, her assistant, me, will draw the curtain in front of the tank.
I'm very curious if Anji's up to anything in particular or if she really is just trying to help Himiko be another follower. Because, I mean, if Kaito ends up dying, or anyone ends up dying who's not Anji, the suspicion at this point I feel is going to directly fall on Anji. Just because she's been doing suspicious shit. But, yeah.
After 60 seconds have passed on the timer, a separate suspended tank will open and drop in a school of piranhas. Oh my goodness.
Very goodness.
After the piranhas have fallen and the curtain is opened, if by some miracle Himiko has been gobbled up, please give a big round of applause.
For the piranhas? Ellipses?
Just kidding. It's a joke.
That's a very extreme version of break a leg. Not that I want you to break a leg either.
Are you feeling all right?
Now I'm remembering there's this one, what was it? There was this, one, actor or something, I don't remember, who ended up breaking her leg in some incident, and then, and then a few years later, when she was gonna do attempt the same thing, like another person on Twitter or something sent her a tweet being like, break a leg out there, like, and so many people were like, what are you can't say that, and you know, and some people thought, oh, she's being a bitch on purpose, but no, it turns out I guess she was just not being very thoughtful, but people went crazy, like, sometimes, you know, not being famous is a good thing, because people will just watch you like a hawk with everything you do. You make the slightest stupid thingamadooger, and you're like, you're Zug Jigga Wug Dugs. That's probably not how I said it the first time. Whatever. I'm concerned about Himiko. She's not responding properly to Anji's jokes. Don't to worry. Don't have bad feeling. Atua, please protect Himi. Are you really going to ask Atua for that?
No!
Wait, what am I doing praying to Atua? That's Anji's stick! No, it's working. Anji's getting you to all be devout followers of Atua.
Oh.
I guess you could pray to some other god.
Well then, let's begin. The amazing Himiko's magic show.
A little more confidence would be nice, but okay. In her typical high-pitched voice, Himiko made her announcement and started the timer. Remotely? Then she took her breath and dove into the water tank. Splash. If I had to make a prediction right now, before I go forward with this, despite the fact the timer's on screen, we'll probably clamp down actually. I'm guessing the piranhas will be dropped into the tank. It'll look like she gets eaten up. Everyone's gonna freak out and she's gonna come out of it alive, because otherwise, how would it even be a magic show? Whenever you put in like something like the piranhas, at least if this is being really professional, if Himiko's being professional about this, probably her stage fright is part of the act. If she's being really professional. I don't know how professional she is. She's the ultimate mage though, right? Which means she should be good at this shit, right? But again, I'm the ultimate detective and I'm not really that. But anyways, assuming she's really ultimate mage material, the jitters are probably part of the act. The piranhas are there for a reason. They're going to be dropped down on purpose. And then she's going to come out of it alive and be like, it was all part of the show! At the very least, I'm pretty sure the piranhas are gonna come down and people are gonna go crazy, but then she's gonna be fine.
Okay, I'm closing the curtain.
Anji closed the curtains, obscuring the water tank from view. We stared silently, waiting. I clenched my fist nervously, my palms damp with sweat. Yeah, when you close the curtain, it's this idea of you don't actually get to see the trick happen. If she gets out of the water tank and we don't get to see it happen, then there's no fun to that. They have to add some, extra, like, is it actually going to be okay? Otherwise, there's no point. So, once you realize the ins and outs of how magic tricks work, they lose some luster. Now, I'm not saying you can't have fun watching a magic show and magic tricks, but certain tricks can definitely get old and stale if you get the idea behind them.
Himiko is still not out!
She went in mere moments ago.
Ellipses.
Well, do you think she's alright?
I will say, though, as far as Death Seekers go, I guess Hiko's kind of a Death Seeker, but I'm more relating Ryoma to, like, Mondo Owada and Gundam, I guess. But anyways.
Gonta's starting to worry. Should we do something?
Nope, that's part of the act. Guarantee it.
She still hasn't come out! Are you sure she's okay?
And she won't come out, not before the 0000.
Gonta can't take it anymore!
Don't disrupt the act. Gonta cried out, leaped out of his seat, and...
Wait, Gonta?
Gonta ran up onto the stage!
Oh, you can't do that! We're still in the middle of the show!
You kind of should have expected Gonta would do something reckless like this. I mean, from his point of view, it makes sense. Honestly, since the rest of the people don't seem to be up and up on the magic show stuff, from what we can tell, I'm surprised Gonta's the only one doing that.
But if Gonta does nothing, piranhas will eat Himiko!
You voiced that wrong. Himiko get eaten by piranhas. That's one of the biggest, what's the word? Differentiations? I'm thinking about a different word, but I'll go with that one that I've heard so far in the game.
Huh? Less than 10 seconds remain.
Yeah.
I don't care if it ruins the trick! Just come out! This stress is bad for my heart! Himiko!
Let me guess, Gonta's already realized something because he's on the other side of the curtain. Right when the timer hit 0, the buzzer went off. Death! And then... the bottom of the suspended tank swung open and the murky water and shadowy shapes inside fell straight into the water tank Himiko was swimming in. Oh no! It's almost like this is part of the trick or something, right?
Huh? Huh? Look! The piranhas!
Hurry! The curtains! Open the curtains already!
Got it! I'm opening it now!
And notice that she's still happy. Why don't you pull apart the curtains? Unbelievable sight. Yeah. What? Wait. Did Ryoma just die? Hey, Himiko's what? He's dead? Death Seekers like him, they've had a habit of dying earlier, so I think he might... What? This is the murder? So, for one thing, Kaito's not dead, question mark, unless it's going to be a double murder this case, maybe. They've had a double murder in case 3 each time, maybe this time will be case 2. But for another thing... Who... That's interesting. So someone said... If this is the murder, that's going to be extremely interesting to think about how that went about. But on the other hand, where's Himiko? But on the other hand, really? Ryoma? Perhaps we're trying to process it. Perhaps he didn't want to acknowledge it. I don't want to acknowledge it. He's such a cool design. He's such a cool, interesting character. Just... No! No! I didn't even free time with him.
Great, huh?
Behold, the magnificent underwater skate. Yeah, and she's A-okay. But she probably had no idea that Ryoma was busy dying. Which means she's going to be a suspect, which means it's almost positive she's not the killer. Unless that's what they want you to think, but, Yep, here comes the announcement.
Yeah?
Yeah?
A body has been discovered.
Well, it wasn't Kaito, but that does beg the question of what Shuichi meant when he said at night in inner monologue, based on the future tense, that I would learn what it means to be trusted and that it was a bad thing or what. So that has to mean in some way that something's going to happen to Kaito. I'm assuming Kaito's not the killer. That'd be bullshit. Because that they give... I don't know.
Everyone, please gather in the gym.
We're gathered. I'm still processing this. A body in the gym? Yeah. I guess Ryoma's straight up dead. That's so weird. I'm still processing it. But he's such a cool bro. Really? Oh, Tiddlewinks. Even though I turned to look back at the water tank. I'm calling it now. Kaito's already also dead. He's gotta be. He's gotta be. Right? Double murder? Come on. Ellipses. In which case, were they both... This is what I'm wondering. Were they both performed by the same person? I hope they weren't. I hope they were performed by two separate people. That's something I've wanted for a while in Danganronpa. And they always make this stupid rule that one person, you know, more than one person can't be a blackened. I hope there's two blackened. I really do. That'd be so cool. Anyways. Although if Kaito's already dead, one of the blackened pretty much has to be a girl. Because otherwise, that's going to be 4 guys down in one case. So, we'll be down to just 3 guys after the second case, if that's the fact. Which, I don't know. I might be jumping the gun here, but, you know.
Huh?
Indeed. Thin lines divide heaven and hell. Maybe one of the murders is heaven and the other is hell.